Today's topic is combining like terms. The essential question is, how do I simplify an expression with more than one variable? How do I simplify an expression with more than one variable? That means that there's more than one letter, or perhaps there's letters and numbers. So a couple definitions to get us started. The first one is coefficient. C-O-E-F-F-I-C-I-N-T, coefficient. And that is the numerical factor of a term. An example is if you have the term 3x, the coefficient is the 3, because it's the numerical factor. It's the number out in front of the variable. Another definition I have for you is like terms. 2 words, like terms. And those are terms that contain the same variables. Terms that contain the same variables with corresponding variables having the same exponents. With corresponding variables having the same exponent. Okay, so here is how we combine like terms. If we have the expression 3c minus 5y plus 6x minus 4d minus 19c plus 7c. We want to know, how can we simplify this? And remember, simplify means to condense, make it smaller. The first thing you want to see is if we have any like terms. So if we look at our variables, c, y, x, d, c, c, we do in fact have 3c, negative 19c, and 7c. So what you do when you combine like terms is you take the coefficients out in front, you just combine them. So we have 3 minus 19 plus 7. Remember the order of operations. Technically, addition comes before subtraction, but when it comes down to this, you just go from left to right. So 3 minus 19 plus 7 is going to give us negative 9. So our final answer is negative 9c minus 5y plus 6x minus 4d. The other terms that you don't use just come right on down. You only combine what are like. So here are some more examples. Example 1. 2x plus 8 plus 3x minus 3. If you want, you can circle what are like terms, or you can underline, or don't do anything at all if you can do it in your head. Totally up to you. I'm noticing that 2x and 3x go together. So 2x plus 3x gives us 5x. I'm also noticing that 8 minus 3 go together because they're both numbers. 8 minus 3 is 5. So this answer is 5x plus 5. Example 2, 3x plus the quantity of 5x plus 2x. Now before we get started, we have to remember our PEMDAS. So let's make a little note. Remember our order of operations. The P is for parentheses, so we want to solve inside the parentheses first. So 5x plus 2x gives us 7x. So we now have 3x plus 7x. And 3x plus 7x combines to 10x. If you want to think about this literally, x could be anything. It could be apples. If I have 3 apples and then I buy 7 more apples, together I have 10 apples. So 3 apples plus 7 apples is 10 apples. 3x plus 7x equals 10x. Example 3, the quantity of 3x minus 4 plus the quantity of 2x plus 1. Remembering our order of operations, we want to do our parentheses first, but nothing can be combined inside the parentheses. So I can just drop them. 3x minus 4 plus 2x plus 1. 3x plus 2x combines to be 5x. Negative 4 plus 1 combines to minus 3. So that simplifies to 5x minus 3. Last example, we have, I'm just going to move it down a little bit actually. Maybe I'll do it under here for you. 6 times the quantity of 2 minus 3x plus 1. Don't forget, we need to use the distributive property here. You'll notice in math, everything comes back around. Everything that you learn comes back around. So it's really important that we master each topic before we move on to the next. 6 times 2 gives us 12. 6 times negative 3x gives us negative 18x. And then the plus 1 just comes down. I notice that I can combine 12 and 1. So that gives me 13 minus 18x. Now, technically I'm done, but most of the time in math, they would like you to write it in standard form. So instead of 13 minus 18x, I'm going to write negative 18x plus 13. And this is standard form. The variables usually are written first. Standard form. So don't forget to answer the summary. You want to basically answer the essential questions in your own words. There's no right or wrong answer. It's completely your own words. And in the left-hand margin, these are the questions that you need to be able to answer when you're studying for quizzes or exams. So you need to be able to simplify 3x minus 4 plus 5x plus 6. Number 2 would be 3 times the quantity of x plus 7 plus 5x. I'm going to rewrite that over down here because it looked a little sloppy. 3 times the quantity of x plus 7 plus 5x. So if you can simplify those two examples, then you should be good to go. Remember, come to class with any questions, and we were going to practice this more tomorrow.